Thank you, Madam Chairman. Mr Almunia, I'd like to ask you about the fines that the Commission levels on companies for anti-competitive practices, and what you think should happen to the money that is collected. Do you think it should be returned to the nation-states? And if so, how would you distribute it? Especially, how would you distribute it to compensate member states that were more badly affected by a certain anti-competitive practice than another? Or would you simply return it on a pro rata basis according to population or contribution to the budget? And if you don't think it should go back to the member states, could you outline how you believe that money should be used?
Well, the answer is very simple. This money goes to the EU budget. Cannot be used during the period when these fines are discussed in appeal before the court, but these are EU resources. As you know, if the EU budget at the end of the year has a surplus, this surplus should be given back to the member states, according to the same key that these member states contributed to the EU budget. But the fines, the resources coming from the fines, goes to the EU budget.
But to take an example, let's suppose that a particular anti-competitive practice affected Spain very greatly. Don't you think that Spain should be compensated more as a result of the proceeds of that fine? So I understand what happens at the moment, but do you think the system is adequate for compensating member states particularly affected by an anti-competitive practice, or are you happy with the present situation?
No, Spain or Britain or Poland or whatever country cannot ask for them this money. This money belongs to the EU budget. What they will have to discuss is what is the distribution of the expenditure in the EU budget, together with you, with the Parliament. And I am sure that in the next budgetary review, in the next financial perspectives, the priorities of Europe will be better reflected in the EU budget.